Hello everyone, my name is Z and welcome to another card pack opening. This is going to be the very last Gadgets in Pack opening that I'm going to be doing because the brand new Hearthstone expansion, Explorers of Ungoro, is that what it's called? Is coming out in just a few days. So I wanted to get one more pack expansion off before we got there, and we managed to grind out quite a few packs in the arena over the last week. In case any of you weren't paying attention, since a couple weeks ago, I actually uninstalled Hearthstone and my other favorite game, Overwatch, due to a lot of stress issues. They were taking a lot of time out of my day that I could not afford to take, essentially. But now I have a little bit more time, and the expansion is coming up. So I ended up playing a bunch of arenas during that time, and earned a ton of packs, which are now going to open. So this will be a relatively fast card pack opening. I'm not going to go into too much detail about the cards that we see because in many of my other pack opening videos, we've already seen these cards. However, we're going to pray for some cool legendaries and maybe some cool cards, maybe just dust that we can use for the upcoming expansion. Alright, without further ado, let's begin. We're going to open up pack number 41. Alright. Normally I would go and do the classic packs, but I actually want to see if I can get like a classic like legendary to dust, because that would be amazing. Cabal Chemist, let's see. Have we been over Lotus Illusionist? Or Potion of Polymorph? Potion of Polymorph's it's okay, it's like Mirror Entity in that respect, except maybe even slightly worse, because when a person plays a weak minion and gets transformed into 1/1, you get less value that way. But it is still alright, it's not terrible. And then we got some Jade stuff. We've been over Mistress of Mixtures, good in the arena. Lotus Illusionist is kind of a fun epic. Let's go. Pack number 41. I think we've been over all of these. I'm a big fan of Bomb Squad in the arena. Same with Cabal Songstealer, same with Shadow Rager. These are used in certain constructed decks like Paladin, Buff Paladin, and Jade Druid. Other than that, there's not much else to say. Like I said, we're going to rush through these. Anything good here? Love this as a warrior card in the arena. Really good card in the arena and is used in constructed. And we've been over the others. What do we got? What's behind door number 39? Anything good? Oh, hey, hello, Golden Abyssal Enforcer. Aren't you pretty? The overpowered Warlock card of this expansion is Abyssal Enforcer. It's just so good. For 7 mana, you get a 6/6, and you can clear board or secure lethal. Like its flexibility is insane. If you can draft them in the arena, draft as many as possible. It's pretty hard to lose with those. Other than that, I think we've been over everything else. Cabal Courier is very good in the arena and is used in constructed. Jade Behemoth is alright in the arena and is good in constructed. And this is bad and this is solid. Okay. Pack number 38. Yay! Well, I wasn't hoping for a legendary right now, but I'm happy to see one appear so soon. This is Knuckles, and he is one of the hunter legendaries that came out of the Mean Streets of Gadgets and expansion. He is really fun because he can not only trade with creatures, he can also tempo attack face. So, if you find a way to buff him, for example with the Mean Streets Hunter buff cards, he can become quite terrifying. And if you're just trading with creatures, buffing him, healing him, then you're going to win the game anyways, because 1, you've got control of the board, and 2, while you're controlling the board, you're attacking face. So it's really fun if you can keep him alive. Pack number 37. Oh, what do we got? Oh, wow! Oh, whoa! Auction Master Beardo. I don't think I have this one. Maybe I do. I can't remember. He's kind of a silly legendary that came out. He's a neutral one. He basically is meant to be synergized with hero power cards or inspire cards, essentially. You can use him with the 2-drop, the Garrison Commander epic. You can use him with the Priest legendary who makes their hero power 0. And so basically, whenever you throw out a bunch of spells, you can refresh your hero power and like reuse it over and over and over again. However, it does cost mana to take spells, and it costs mana to use a hero power unless you have that priest hero or legendary that turns your hero power and makes it 0 mana. So it's not particularly good. You don't really see it in constructed. Hold on. Garage door is opening. I'm going to pause the video right here. Okay. Sound crisis averted. Let's go back to what I was talking about. Basically, Auction Master Beardo is he's an okay legendary. He's not particularly great. Same thing with Grime Street Pawnbroker, and we've already been over the other 3 cards. So let us move on to the next pack. Pack number 36 of Mean Streets. Just keep giving me legendaries. I need all the dust I can get. Oh, cool! A golden Grime Street Pawnbroker. Happy to add to my collection. Oh, that reminds me. There's some cool stuff I want to talk about the arena, actually, that is another reason why I came back. One, the arena, they switched from wild to standard. So basically what it means is they cut out a bunch of expansions and adventures, so you only have a set amount of cards to draft from. And while it is still very difficult to play around things, it is less difficult. There is now a slight semblance of strategy versus just kind of like playing cards and hoping your opponent doesn't have better cards. You can actually play around certain things if you're ahead. You can stock up on cards, or you're more likely to draft cards if you're behind. It's a much needed improvement, at least in my opinion. There could be a little bit more balancing, but it's a start. Additionally, a fun thing that they added is the ability to see any golden cards in your collection in the arena. So anytime you draft cards in the arena, if they are golden in your collection, they will be gold in your arena deck. So this Grime Street Pawnbroker will be golden if I draft a warrior deck in the arena. So I'm less inclined to dust golden cards, and I'm more inclined to keep them. It adds to a little bit to the collector's value of golden cards, which I think is kind of cool. Pack number 35. More legendaries? We've already got 2. Nope, nothing good here. Volcanic Potion is pretty common in the arena now due to standard, and it's all right. Pack number 34. Anything else? Anything? Oh, hey, Golden Cabal Chemist. I don't have you, and you're pretty common in the arena, so I'll keep you probably. Small Time Recruits. That's for the buff Paladin deck. Basically, you draw a bunch of those. You use Smuggler's Run or one of the other cheap minion buff cards, and boom, your entire hand is just full of big one-cost minions. It's funny. Pack number 33. Grime Street Informant is the only one I'm going to go over. I've already seen this, and it's a very good card. It's less good in the arena, I think, because if you if you're relying too much on that RNG to win the game, it ends up screwing you over pretty bad. Like, I recently ran a deck with Grime Street Informant in it, and even though I had picked or discovered a really good card, it was too slow to play, so I ended up losing the game. And having a 1/1 on turn 2 can suck. However, it is still a good card, and the fact that you can draw something so powerful makes it just good. It makes it average. Pack number 32. Another epic. Love it. Love it. Love it. I have decided to forget how to speak today. It's alright. You understand, right? Anyways, let's go over Unlicensed Apothecary. Basically, this card is supposed to be for aggro Zulok type. Actually, it's more of a control. You know what? I take that back. It's more of a control card. Now, it's really strong stats. Has really, really strong stats for turn 3. Pretty much unmanageable, except maybe by a rogue. I think Rogue is the only one that can deal with that immediately on turn 3. But it has the terrifying negative effect of whenever you play a minion, deal 5 damage to your hero. So you have to be really careful how you drop this. I think its intent is to be used in big minion decks. You got a ton of big demons, maybe buff demons, like a buff demon type deck. But for the most part, you won't see it in Constructed or the Arena because of that negative effect. It's just so terrifying. However, there have been games in the arena that I've played where someone has played Unlicensed Apothecary, and I have not had an answer to it, and it just, attacks face or does something and wins them the game. So there's always that. However, on average, I think it's worse than average. Anything we got here? Nada. Been over everything. Daring Reporter was good too. Same with Cookie Chemist. Anything in this pack? Nope. A bunch of stuff we've already seen. It's alright. Means we can fly through these. Get to the good stuff, right? Those other legendaries. Anything else? Genu Water Speaker's pretty good. I think I've already went over this, but it's really good stats for turn 4. The overload doesn't matter so much. The battle cry is incredibly strong, so you'll see it in both constructed and the arena. Cryomancer is alright as a mage card, and I don't really need to go over Cabal Lackey. Anything here? Nope, we're getting a ton of Abyssal Enforcers though. Loads of them. Welcome to the Abyss, my friends. Another epic. Lovely. Here's a cool one. Leatherclad Hog Leader. I think we already have this, so I may have already went over it, but I'll go over it again just in case. 6 for 6/6. If your opponent has 6 or more cards in hand, gain charge. So it's good against control decks, essentially, because you can tempo out a really powerful creature that can either hit face or make a trade that you really need to make. However, in any other situation, it's just a 6/6 for 6, which is average. So combine those two things together, you get an above average card. Another epic. Lunar Visions. Have not seen this really in constructed or the arena, actually. I think it's because it's just so expensive, and if you situationally draw into like 2 spells, what are you going to do, right? Then it's like much worse. But it's still an okay card, because if you draw minions, then all of a sudden you can make some really cool minion tempo plays, which is fun. Cabal Talon Priest we've been over, I think. Naga Corsair, we've been over everything here. Alright, number 25, let's go. Anything useful here? I mean, have we been over Grime Street Protector? This is like a really good card. I think people call it Dr. 7. I can't remember the nickname for it, but it's really strong because you get a 6/6 taunt, and if there's any minions that you have on the board, they get Divine Shield, which allows you to make trades, which is fun. Definitely more for like mid-range Paladin, buff Paladin, those kinds of meta decks. Less aggro, I think. But in the arena, it's just terrifying to see a card this powerful pop out. It's even if it doesn't get Divine Shield minions, it's still pretty strong. It's a 6/6 taunt. So it's just a good pickup either way. Yay! Look at this! Oh, this is one of the legendaries that I need. I love it. Hi, Patches. Awesome. Okay, this is probably one of the, this is going to be one of the current, like, meta constructed legendaries right here. At least until Ngoro comes out, I believe. Patches the Pirate is super annoying because if you have any pirates in your deck at all, he gets popped out. It's essentially a free draw from your deck and a tempo 1 damage ping either towards the face or towards a creature. It makes him very, very annoying, especially in the early game. You see him a lot in the aggressive decks like Pirate Warrior and Pirate Rogue, and I have even seen him in the arena from time to time, which is pretty hilarious. However, he's definitely more of a meta constructed card, and I'm very happy that this guy has joined my crew. Welcome, Patches. Happy to see you. Anything useful here? We've already been over Leatherclad. Finders Keepers is new though, I think. This is kind of a cool card. It's the equivalent of those 1-mana Discover cards that you see with Rogue, Warrior, Hunter. Does Mage have one? I don't think Mage actually has one yet, so that'll be maybe they have something like an equivalent. They have the spell book, which is like a random spell, but this is a little bit better. So basically it allows you to discover an overload card. This could be removal in the form of AoE. Anything really. Like basically any overload shaman card usually has a lot of value. So no matter what you pick up, it's usually going to be good. in some way, shape, or form. So you see a lot of it in the arena. I don't remember if it's in constructed though, but it's definitely an epic pickup if you see it in the arena. Fire number 22. We got this. Give me more legendaries. I need them. Been over everything here. Kind of fun. Hired guns, pretty good in the arena. Just having all those taunt minions that exist now is pretty funny. Dragonfire potion. Lovely. I believe I actually crafted these and I'm sad that I have one now. But it's okay. We'll use that as dust for Ungoro. It's pretty fun in a dragon-based meta deck, and it's a solid AoE removal in the arena. Just be careful how you play it, because you don't want to screw over your own board. It damages everything except for dragons. That includes enemy dragons too. Another Grime Street Protector, and we've been over everything. Look at how many, like, have I gotten like an Abyssal Enforcer in like every single pack? Like for the last like 12 packs? Good God. They should really make that a rare card. It's so strong. Anything cool here? Jade Lightning used in Jade Druid. Druid. What am I talking about? Shaman. I saw green and I was like Druid. It's a very efficient removal for turn 4. The fact that it deals 4 damage and summons a minion. That's great. We've been over everything else. Gadgets and Socialites. An okay 2-drop for the arena. Ancient of Blossoms is an okay 6-drop for the arena. Taunt is good, especially with high health. Like, seriously, how many Abyssal Enforcers have I gotten here now? It's like, wouldn't they have destroyed each other if they're so, like, in the Abyss? The Abyss is so big at this point that they wouldn't be able to find each other. Anything in here? Jade Spirit's just a common Jade meta constructed deck, and we've seen everything else, I believe. Jade Shuriken is a fun rogue card. Definitely picked up Jade Shuriken in the arena. It's just really great when you can combo it. We've been over everything here. Ooh, hi Public Defender. This is probably a card that I'll dust. It's not super useful, and I don't see it really in the arena. Anything else? Toxic Surus is good, and the rest are just okay. Our Talon Priest is good too. Talon Priest is great, actually. Alright, Golden Common and an Epic. Weasel Tunneler is really funny because what you can do is that when you play it, you shuffle it into your opponent's deck and it goes vice versa, vice versa. It can really screw up draws, which is, like, I think its intent. It's meant to undermine someone else's deck, especially, like, control decks, like where they really need to draw into a powerful card or something like that. If they draw Weasel Tunneler, they're put a turn behind, versus maybe an aggressive deck where that's fine. You know, it's fine to have a Weasel Tunneler in your deck. Anything? Oh, a golden. This is a fairly common arena card. You'll see it a lot. It's a solid 5-drop. You just need to pray that whenever you play it, it doesn't run an AoE, essentially. Another cool thing about it is if you have any of these like buff cards, like the Grimskull Chum or the Crate, or something that applies to buff a minion and it hits this one, it'll summon 2 copies of the its buff self. So let's say you give it +1/+1, all of a sudden you have 3 3/3s, which is really awesome. Gadgets and Ferryman's also an okay 2-drop. It's fun to combo with all the combo cards because you can bounce something back, a cool battle cry, or a lot of the big things that you bounce back are like 1-drop minions in the arena. Like you'll see a Swashbuckler. Draw a card, you know, from your like opponent's class, then have it bounce back, then play it again, get 2-card draw. That's a lot of fun. That's the main way you see it. But sometimes you do get that opportunity to use it with large minions with large health pools after they make trades. Only 11 more to go after this one, and then we get the classic packs. Hopefully we get something cool out of there. Anything neat here? No, it's alright. 10 more. Been through everything, I think, here. Anything useful here? Nope. We did get a golden cryomancer. That's fun. Yes! Thank you! Oh god, I'm so happy. Alright, we got a nice golden neutral legendary Mayor Noggenfrogger. I really don't know exactly how he works because I've never played him before. I know it's kind of silly. But I think his whole intent is to be super silly. You drop Mayor Noggenfrogger on the ground, not only do minions, like minion targets, become randomized, spell targets and hero power targets become randomized too. So basically everything becomes randomized. So he's super just like wacky. It's just meant to have a good time, and it's meant to be super fun. Unfortunately, that high mana count combined with his very weak stats make it a very bad, like just in terms of a core legendary, just really bad. So he'll probably get dusted in favor of something more useful. Anything useful here? Been over everything, I think. Anything else? I don't believe so. All of that stuff we've been through. It's one of those days where you I have so many duplicate cards, I'm gonna get a ton of dust, and in addition to that, you just got super fortunate with the legendary. So the only new cards I've really gotten are the legendary cards, which I think is pretty funny. I've become a pro MLG Hearthstone collector player. Worship me. Oh my god, so many legendaries. Jeez. Hello, Sergeant Sally. Thanks for coming. I know I called. It was a prank. I didn't mean to call the cops. Actually, I totally did. There's a party going on across the street. The noise is too loud. Can you please, take care of them? Yes! Yes, I can, with my death rattle. Deal damage equal to this minion's attack to all enemy minions. Basically, you buff it, you throw it on the ground, it becomes super, super powerful board clear. That's basically its intent. Otherwise, it's solid as just a 1/1 death rattle, deal 1 damage to all enemy minions. Drop. It's a solid legendary. Very cool. Anything else? Draconid Operative. Super strong, a little overpowered in my opinion, but you gotta get one of those cards every expansion, right? They haven't stopped that trend anytime soon. Nothing new here. The nerfed small-time Buccaneer. Used to have 2 health. And the final pack. Give me another legendary. Oh. Well, still some okay cards. Second rate bruisers alright. Hired guns alright. And we've been over the others. Now let's go to the classic packs. We've got 5 of these, and I'm praying that we get some golden legendaries in from this one, even though I know the odds right now are kind of low. We kind of had our glory moments, right, with getting all those legendaries in mean streets. It'd be great, though, if we could get another legendary. The more the merrier. I'm just saying. Sometimes you just get good karma. Nothing new here. Let's see. Nothing new there. Nerfed Ironbeak Owl, so sad. Used to be so good. And nothing new here. Oh well. That's alright. That's all the packs we have, except for these ones. These are the Ungoro packs right here. They've been having some events going on the last couple weeks where you have a chance to earn some. Unfortunately, I missed a couple of those tavern brawls because I was in the middle of doing real life. But I did manage to come back for the last tavern brawl and the weekly login rewards. So, we've finished those card pack openings. I think we're gonna go for the crafting. We're gonna do the crafting. How much crafting do we got? Disenchant all that dust. So good, so good. Unfortunately, I was hoping that I was going to get some enough dust to craft one of the golds and legendaries that's going to enter the Hall of Fame, in case you guys didn't know. A couple of the core standard cards are going to the Hall of Fame. They're essentially moving to wild because they're so powerful that they're used in pretty much any deck ever in standard. One of which is Sylvanas Windrunner. Hi Sylvanas. Another one is Ragnaros. Oh, Rag spelling? Oh my god, it's stupid. Ragnaros. We got Ragnaros is going to the Hall of Fame. Azure Drake is going to the Hall of Fame. And a couple of other cards. Conceal, Power, Overwhelming. Is there a Mage card that I feel like is going? I can't remember. Anyways, the good news, despite that being kind of sad and like missing all those awesome core cards in the upcoming season, the good news is that you don't need to disenchant them. Basically, if you have either the regular or golden versions of those cards, you will get the dust for whichever version you have. So, if you have a golden version, for example, Azure Drake, you'll get... How much dust? Hold on. You'll get 800 dust. No, wait. You'll get 100 dust. Will you get 100 dust or 800 dust? No, you get 800 dust. You get the full value of the golden card because it's moving to the Hall of Fame. And so with the legendaries that I'll have, like Sylvanas and Ragnaros, I'll get 1600 dust each for those cards. And I'll get 800 dust from this golden Azure Drake. And any of the other cards. I think I have like golden power, overwhelming and stuff too. So I'm going to get a ton of dust. And well, I'm pretty confident that we'll have plenty of dust for next time to craft some really cool Ungoro legendaries. In the meantime, though, I believe we should craft at least one card. I'm not going to worry about crafting a golden legendary at this point. I didn't get enough dust this time around. Let's craft an actually useful legendary that we're going to need. So, until Ungoro comes out, let's make Kazakus. Kazakus is, well, first of all, let's craft him and hear what he has to say.
At last, a worthy disciple.
Hello, Kazakus. I'm happy to be learning under you. He's a super powerful, neutral, legendary card. What does the description say? The mysterious leader of the Cabal is not a dragon and does not deal in illegal potions. Any public statements to the contrary will be met with litigation and dragonfire potions. That's kind of funny. He's super strong because he is essentially like Reno Jackson. If you have no duplicates in your deck, and then you drop him, and you can choose between what was it? Is it a 2 mana, 5 mana, and a 10 mana spell? Or is it a 1 mana, 5 mana, and a 10 mana spell? Something along those lines. And each of them have super powerful effects and are just amazing spells in general. So anytime you play him, his battle cry completely overwhelms his weak stats for turn 4. He's just so strong. You're going to see a lot of him probably in the upcoming expansion. Unfortunately, Reno decks are going to be gone because Reno Jackson is going to be cycling out of Standard, which is a disappointment. However, you'll see him in Wild. Kazakus is also be useful in Wild and is also super useful in the Arena if you draft him. That's it. I have enough dust to craft something else, but like I said, I will be saving that for a legendary, probably for Ungoro. And, well, I hope you guys will look forward to that crafting. Until then, though, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this card pack opening video and maybe learned a thing or two. We'll see. In the meantime, get out of my house. I'll see you all later.